Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review of the last of the Mraz Brewing Company beers. Courtesy of my man Darin. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks so much for sending these beers. I'm a fan of this beer name and label. This is called When Hops Cry, and it is the Prince logo. I'm a Prince guy. It's funny because growing up, there was always that whole discussion: who's better, Michael Jackson or Prince? It's Prince by just a mile. It's not even close. Prince played every instrument on every. Not okay. This is the fourth review in a row. I don't want to misspeak, but a couple of his albums, he played every single instrument that was on. So not only was he like a singer, but he was also a musician. Michael Jackson just sang shit and danced different than everyone. So it's Prince. His guitar solo from, what was it, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, is that the name of the song? Prince did that guitar solo in that. Dude, one of the best halftime shows ever at the Super Bowl. Dude, Prince is the fucking man. 8%, and, dude, the Prince part of the Chappelle show, are you kidding me? Get out of here. 8% alcohol by volume. It says Imperial IPA. Mraz Brewing Company, El Dorado Hills, California, right up the road from where I grew up in Folsom. Can't remember the hops. They don't date their cans, but this beer is fairly fresh. So we saved the biggest ABV for last. That's the way we go. Try and drink in order of lowest to highest. It's way more fun that way. We're using our Mraz glassware that Darin sent because beer tastes better out of proper glassware. And this is, I mean, does this say New England style? It just says Imperial IPA. This isn't like crazy hazy. I can actually see the shadow of my finger through the glass. But it's like that crazy glowing, like it's glowing. It looks fucking awesome. Yeah, this isn't completely hazy. It might look hazy on camera, but I can see the shadow of my finger through this. This, like with the lightness, and I say this a lot in reviews if you guys watch them, this reminds me of OG Alpine Nelson with that lightness. Half a finger of bright white head. It's kind of dissipating quickly. We're getting up into the 8% range, so maybe that's why. It's hazy enough to where I can't see bubbles on the glass, but I can see, like I said, I can see the shadow of my finger. It looks awesome. It is. It looks like it's glowing to me. It's like when you take a beer and put a flashlight. You ever done that? Looks awesome. And that proper glassware. So let's go ahead and shove our fat nose in this one. Ooh, this smells like Mosaic to me. This smells like blueberry hard candy. And I don't know if it's because I'm looking at the label and it's purple, and for some reason my brain is going towards Mosaic, but this smells like blueberry hard candy or some sort of fruity hard candy. And there's a good amount of, I don't want to say good amount like it's overpowering or anything, but like this smells like, it smells hoppy. It smells like if you were smelling hops in your hand. It's got that green aspect of it. It doesn't go vegetal, but it's just like that green kind of hop matter with that sweet candy. And there's also like I think this one's is it stone fruity? Fuck, that candy part of it, I just can't get past it. It smells so good. This is my favorite nose of any of the Mraz beers so far. I just love how, I like that mixture of the hard candy with like that green kind of hop matter thing. Smells awesome. Let's go and taste it, Darin. Cheers. Thanks, bro. Ooh, this is spritzy, and it's bright. It tastes bright. Does that make sense to anyone? I always think about that when I say that. I think you know. Do you know what I'm saying when I say something tastes bright? It tastes fresh. It tastes refreshing. It's been warm the last week. I got this stupid fucking cast on my leg. Like I've been running hot recently, and something like this is just super refreshing. But that like hard candy that I was smelling, it tastes like hop candy. I don't know if there's Mosaic in this, and it happens to me when I do these reviews. When I get something in my head, like I was like, oh, this smells like Mosaic. I'm just thinking there's Mosaic, and there probably isn't. But it gives off this rad blueberry hard candy thing, and that's what it tastes like. Middle of your palate, you get a little bit of bitterness, which is cool. It's just like a pop of like just hop bite all the way to the finish. It's got that bready sweetness. It's balanced, especially for 8%. This beer finish is dry. My tongue feels dry as I'm talking to you guys. So this, is my favorite of the beers that Darin sent. I think this is the best one. And it might be because I just lean more towards the non-super crazy hazy beers these days. I mean, we've had some ridiculously fire hazy beers recently, but you guys know this is the West Coast IPA channel. So a beer like this, that looks like this, smells like this, and tastes like this is my wheelhouse. The only problem with this is this is 8%. So as much as I'd like to have like a case of this in my fridge, if I drank 3 or 4 of these, I'm fucking ham sauced. So I like how bright this is. I love how refreshing this is. I like how clean it just tastes clean. I like the dryness. I love the hard candy aspect. I love like the hop aspect of it. It just goes well with that kind of sweet bready finish. It's just super balanced. So I said it in the other reviews. Mraz, they make solid beers. And I don't want this to sound like it's a put down or anything negative. I mean, these beers aren't anything like you'd be losing your mind over, like, holy shit, I have to trade everything for. But everything doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be waiting in line for fucking 10 hours or overnight to get a beer. Like, let's go back to the days where we just show up to a brewery and everything they give you, like, hey, try this, try this, try this. You're like, fuck, that's just, it's good. It's delicious. Like, that's what these have been. They've just been solid drinking hoppy beers that are just, they're fantastic. So, I mean, that's the best way to put it. I love the way this beer smells. And it tastes great too. So, good stuff from Mraz. I'm sure you guys are in Northern California, up in El Dorado Hills. I know my buddy Jared, who was here. He drinks Mraz. He likes Mraz beers. I mentioned it in the first review. I think I've only ever had sours from them or Belgian style beers from them. I had never had IPAs from them, and their IPAs are solid AF. So I'm gonna make it a point when I go visit Folsom next to cruise up the hill and hang out at Mraz, have some beers. I think it would be worth my time. I really do. After having these 3 beers, 4 of them. The first one something was wrong with it, but these other 3, they're solid. It's the best way to put it. So we will leave it at that. That's When Hops Cry from Mraz, El Dorado Hills, California. Darin, I appreciate the box of these that you sent, bro. It's been fun drinking these today. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.